Hi everyone, welcome to Wild Breakaway with Ben Clymer. I'm Audra Martin. Tonight in Tampa Bay, just a minute 52 into action. It looked like the Minnesota Wild might be in for a long night. That was not the case. They were in for a very exciting night. First period alone, 3 goals in a minute 41. A couple quick answers in the second and the third period, and it is a huge 5-4 win for Minnesota. They've now won 5 straight. The point streak now up to 11 straight.
Unbelievable game for the Minnesota Wild. Really, if you think about the final 40 minutes of the Florida game into all 60 minutes of this game, and you could say that the Minnesota Wild have played some of their best hockey of the year. Maybe Bruce Boudreau would cut out that first 2 minutes. However, beggars can't be choosers, and right now the Minnesota Wild would be begging to be in this position, considering how they started in the standings, how they started on the road. For them all of a sudden to beat 2 very talented teams on the road and now go for the sweep of this road trip. A lot of good things. I'm sure there's plenty of smiles in that locker room.
Yeah, speaking of those standings, with the big win here tonight, the Wild now have 32 points on the season. That is good for the second wild card spot in the Western Conference. It's thanks to 5 goals on 21 shots tonight. A very impressive game from Carson Soucy. He was a +3, 4 blocked shots, and was named the first star of the game. And the head coach loves to see that type of performance.
My God, yeah. I mean, he's up the ice now. I mean, he's not afraid, and it's a great thing. And I don't want to say anything too much, but I hope it doesn't stop.
So that's 2 goals in as many nights for Carson Soucy. Can he make it 3 when they take on the Carolina Hurricanes? It's a game you can catch at 5:30 Saturday right here on Fox Sports North. And the Minnesota Wild will look to make it a perfect road trip. It'd be really impressive if they can do so, because all 3 teams on this trip are pretty solid competition, much like the Minnesota Wild now. The Carolina Hurricanes own that second wild card spot out east.
Yeah, they're playing good hockey. They beat a very talented San Jose team tonight. Jake Gartner scored, so Wild fans could look forward to a Minnesota player factoring. That said, a lot going well for the Minnesota Wild. This team, the Carolina Hurricanes, not necessarily as established, as confident. That said, if I was the Minnesota Wild and Bruce Boudreau, I'd put extreme emphasis on trying to just get out early to a lead, try to play their way, not let the rambunctious group that is fun to watch in the Carolina Hurricanes start to settle in and play a street hockey game.
Yep, well, it would be a great way to end this road trip if they can get it done, and if they do, it will be the second best stretch in hockey, a 12-game point streak on the line as they take to the ice Saturday against the Hurricanes. We hope you join us then for Wild Live. In the meantime, for Ben Clymer, I'm Audra Martin. Thanks for joining us tonight on Wild Breakaway.